Before the video starts, make sure to smash the living hell out of that like button and subscribe. What's something you wish didn't become obsolete because of modernization? Home phones that you can slam down in a fit of anger. Printed photos. It's so fun years later to go through a pile of photos and look through them all. I feel like when I just have them on a computer they are forgotten. Big buttons that go clunk when you press them. Touch screens are useful, but not nearly as satisfying to use. Giving swords to the people you love as a display of affection. Rather than shooting up a school, teenagers could settle their differences with sword fights like in Shakespeare. Dropping in on friends. We're all expected to be hyper aware of each other's schedules, and we're all busy, but not actually doing anything. Somehow this killed the casual social call. I miss just watching a shitty movie together with a gang of friends. It didn't matter if you had to go early or walk someone to the bus because the movie was terrible, but the company was great. We had a group of friends 12 years ago with whom we'd generally just sit around, drink, play cards, get high, draw, make dinner, make art, watch bad movies, whatever. No one had a smartphone yet, and it doesn't seem so long ago. I miss that. Handwritten letters. Also talking on the landlines with my middle school buddies before text messaging took off. I'm sure I'm too late, but couch co-op. I miss that shit. There are few franchises that still support people playing video games in the same room as their friends. I remember playing 4 people split screen with my brothers on our GameCube. Our favorite was 007 Nightfire, James Bond game. Those were the days. Blockbuster, the excitement of finding the new release or game you wanted to rent. I remember that part of the excitement is the trip to the shop itself. For me, it was local video rental stores. You could find the strangest movies serendipitously. Also they had so much character. We had one in my city that had each genre section decorated. So the horror movies, for example, were in a little haunted house with a mummy and skeleton lit by black light behind glass. Postcards. It's so exciting to get a little photo of a world wonder knowing that someone you know was there and thought of you. iPod Classic. I don't care that it can't connect to internet. Current products of the like don't even come close when it comes to storage capacity. Yes, I really do enjoy listening to 180 GB worth of music. I'd trade a device's internet connection for more storage space any day. Shit fills up fast. Keyboards on phones. I love my smartphone, but damn do I miss the keyboard. Memorizing the phone numbers of your loved ones. The front porch. Obviously we still have front porches, but they were originally made so you could sit and a cool evening breeze and talk to all your neighbors and people on the street. Now the yak inside is better than the cool evening breeze, and most of the people on the street would be appalled if you pried them from their phone, tried to speak to them. When you look at old pictures there are a bunch of kids playing in the street and everybody sitting on their front porch to see and be seen. New homes don't even have them. Proper social interaction. Meeting up with people in person on nearly a daily basis instead of pre-planning everything on social media. Miss being able to show up somewhere and running into people you know to hang out like at the mall or the park or something. Edit. Just wanted to add talking on the phone as well instead of having every single conversation over text. The intimacy of hearing your friends vent with their sad or the excitement of hearing good news is just different when you hear it directly from a person's actual mouth. Collecting physical copies of music, let it be vinyl, CD'(s) or tapes. I miss buying CDs and reading the booklets. A lot of times they even had the lyrics. Toy stores like Toys R Us, those stores were an important part of my childhood. Being able to repair hardware in cars yourself and just the general right to repair. Laptop parts are getting smaller, more compact. Before you could remove the battery, HDD/SSD, RAM, etc, and now all of it is soldered directly onto the motherboard. Cell phone batteries too. Likewise many modern cars have a computer component to them. Means you can't as easily replace some parts. Front/rear sensors, ADAS, TPMS, etc. Also this has happened to me before. If your key fob battery is dead and your car battery is somehow also dead too, you're locked out of your car. Edit. For you note pickers out there, it's not yet obsolete, but it looks to be going in that direction because of modernization. I miss 4-player games on one screen. Technically modernization didn't directly kill them, but it's a bummer that airships aren't as widely used as they were in the 20th century. The Hindenburg kinda fricked their development, but they really are a super efficient and useful mode of transportation. They're on their way back though thanks to a few companies, like Lockheed Martin, that have figured out how to make them safer and faster. How police conduct investigations. I mean, I think anyone could get away with murder 100 years ago. Before forensics sciences developed, I mean. So, you're saying you miss being able to get away with murder? Only 1,000 kids will remember. Detective, we found a pool of the killer's blood in that hallway. HMN. Gross. Mop it up. Now then, back to my hunch. Discovering cool and free secrets, or you unlocked some sort of achievement in video games versus the DLC stuff, which I totally get for video game companies to cash in more, but it just isn't as fascinating. Mammoth hunting with appliances that aren't basically computers. Excuse me, microwave. You don't need to boot Linux in order to warm up a slice of pizza. My TV takes 15 seconds to boot. You are a screen, nothing more. Hand engraving jewelry. My dad was a jewelry engraver for 20 years with Tiffany & Co. He even got to engrave one of the Super Bowl trophies, but back in the mid-90s they switched over to laser technology. He lost his job, and it crushed him. It was a super respected craft that became extinct to modern technology. Nightly news, 30 minutes of journalism, but when editorial content actually showed up, they'd up on the screen editorial. No crawlers on the bottom of the screen with breaking news. Some famous twat has farted. If everything is breaking news, then none of it is. Headphone jacks. The latest cell phone trends are trying to remove this simple feature. I treat my phone like a Swiss army. I expect that all, even the most basic features are there. It's not obsolete yet, but accountants. I'm busy doing my articles, training contract, and studying my degree, and I'm terrified technology will make me obsolete before or shortly after I'm qualified. Phone booths. Nice try, Superman. I miss having a close group of friends that we'd do everything together. Now events are just thrown up on Facebook, and whoever can come that can see your post is invited. If I go to do something, there might be a lot of people there, or there might be nobody there. This really started when I was in high school and MySpace was out. I was never invited to anything anymore, because well, we put it out on MySpace. Even though I didn't have a MySpace yet, I had a friend I was supporting. When she went to school out of the country, I see her back in town. You should have told me you were back. Well, I put it on Facebook that I was back. When I was younger, like in middle school or my first few years of high school, you talked with your friends and invited them to places. Hey, wanna go to the mall? Hey, let's go to my house and jump on the trampoline. Let's do an all-nighter. Everyone bring your computers over. Every invitation was given personally, and more often than not everyone invited would show up, because we were a tight-knit group of friends. Now, I don't know how much of that was just being a younger teenager, and how much of that was because we didn't have MySpace yet, but I feel right around the time social media came out, having a group of friends became obsolete next to having the right social media accounts. 90s and 2000s MTV. Face-to-face confrontation on issues. When there's a real chance of physical harm, people tend to be on their best behavior. Now everyone hides behind their tiny screens like wasbag trolls, and have the social constitution of a preschool kid as a result. In a lot of ways, it seems fear of harm is a better deterrent than what we pass as maturity these days. Privacy. Handwriting. Now that so many people don't care about it, anytime I get something handwritten I have to decode it, based on context clues, or straight up ask what it says. I get if you don't want to use cursive, but come on, please have legible handwriting. Meeting people on the streets. Just approaching, introducing yourself, then this or that. People consider you a creep or something. Or saying I don't know you, I'm sorry. Well, of course you don't freaking know me when I'm introducing myself and want to get to know you. 10 years ago it was normal to make friends or get a date this way. Now people look at you like you're out of this world. Making decent product that lasts hundreds of years. Nothing is made like that anymore. Everything is designed to fail, so you have to go buy it again. Getting to places early or on time because there was no convenient way to tell people you were running late, so people made serious effort to be early or on time. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. New video coming soon. Peace.